let's start part 2 of framing the van. Not sure if you guys can see that, but we have our new windows in, and that is the framing down at the bottom that I previously did. Now we're going to simply mimic what we did on this side of the wall, on that side of the wall. Now the good news is, because of the great job our friends at Rush did with the windows, it also helps me kind of think about how I want to do the framing anyway. So I think we were on the right path with the framing on this side. That looks pretty good. So because of the great job they did over here, with tying in their window framing with my framing, it also helps me kind of have a clearer vision of what I want to do over here. So trial and error, that's how things sometimes go. We have a better idea to what it is we're trying to do. So let's get started. So Chris is going to come out and help me. We're also updating one of the TVs to see can we actually tie it to the network, because there's a Pistons game on and Chris is a big fan. So we're going to make sure you can watch the Pistons game. So the best way to do this is, I think, if I'm going to hold from this end of the van to here, I asked myself, and I don't have a piece of wood this long, but I asked myself, why don't I just bring it all the way down? That would have to be 10 feet, 4 inches. So I know I don't have a piece of wood that long. So, and because we're bringing the cross beams down, let's stick with the original plan of just going from here to here. And that being the case, we will make this piece of wood 4 feet, and I'm put a piece of wood down there. That's what we did on that side. Yep. So that piece of wood was I'm seeing 4 feet, 1 inch. So what we have over here, you see we can make this the same. You made that one 4 feet total. And I think we're going to stick with the same thing, because if I grab a couple of pieces of wood, and let's say we have 2 pieces coming up the wall, like so. That one would come there. Right? A little off, but working with what we got. Now we come there. That again, and we said the cross section over there was 4 feet. This one would be about 44 and a half. And the reason it's shorter because on that side I have a piece that's split and going down. But on this side we actually have opportunity to have a piece coming straight up, and one sitting here. So it may be actually better to get these 2 pieces up first and then come down there. Nicely. Now, one of the nice things now we bought a router, because what seems to be a problem is you have these bolts here. So you have to build a channel out so that it can fit. Let me turn the music down in case you guys can hear this. So we're going to add a channel down the back of this piece of wood. So let's get this one up first. So this piece of wood is going to be, and we're not going all the way to the bottom. I'll put it there now, just because there's kind of like a little bit of an offset down there. So this is going to be 62 inches long. So I'll go out and cut that one really fast. This is perfect. So we'll make 2 of those. Cut a little off this. second one. Now I'm not sure if I should use glue behind this as a fastener or just go with the bolts. Let's try the bolt way, but I can see using some of that good marine glue to really secure it up there. But anyway, maybe we will. So we have two of those. Now let's go back inside and start placing some holes for our bolts. All right, so we got to make a channel for that one, so let's concentrate on this one first. We have one hole here that we can use. And instead of just drilling extra holes anywhere, we're going to try to use that one. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm second guessing myself, because you want one at the top, one in the middle, and one at the bottom. These really don't matter. So let's place this up here the way we think we want it. We want to kind of miss the weld mark there, because if I go up on it, then I got a little space that I really don't want. So I'm going to come down a little bit off of that weld mark. Also, at the bottom, we have the same weld mark, but we are missing it, so we're good there. So, if I put a hole here and come to the middle area, a hole here, and I put a hole down at the bottom, we should be good to go. Maybe push it over a little bit. It's a little off, so we're probably going to have to trim this. But it's rough framing, so we don't need to go through it. Me and young Chris, I started putting this up. So let's find Dave's on there. So you can try to, there's a remote there. Look and see if you can find it. So the pistons are on now, so we're going to get ready to try to watch. The nice thing about this, you can attach up to 15, connect up to 15 items through the Wi-Fi. Perfect for video gaming. But anyway, right now we're going to watch the Pistons game. I also just Amazoned a whole 2 boxes actually of rivet nuts. So we got all the rivet, but this might be actually enough just to do the whole van, but we'll find out. If not, what order more. I have to drill my pilot holes. So in case you can't see them, that's a pilot hole. That's a pilot hole. And that one at the bottom is a pilot hole. We're going to use that to get the hole for our rivet nuts. So grab that drill. You're going to put this in here. Right off the top, I see this is, well, no, that should be perfect. So start with the middle hole.
This the right thing?
Mm-hmm.
It's not no nail. Where's the nail at? What's going in here?
Oh, so what we going to do?
I'm just drilling the hole.
Yeah, you're just drilling the hole, and then we're going to put our holes to go in the actual.
This is a plan. It's that ball race in Florida you talked about here, Austin. Seeing dirt coming over that
Big drill all the way through. Let's hit it. Don't push up. Let's hit the drill. All the straight on it. Okay, that's how we do it. See that on Shake it around there pretty good. Stick it back in the hole. So when you push it, when you get that pressure like this, well, I'll show you the first one. You can do one at the top. When you get that pressure right there, then you have to use your muscle, push it in. Now the rivet is stuck in it. You can just screw it out. Good. Now, with my drill, we can take the flathead screws and put it in. We should have 2 drills out here that will be take this out. And this is, I think I want the short. I think this is the one that's too about the short one. This one's going to be too long. Because what we don't want to do is pinch the back of our body. Right? We don't want to poke through this. I really don't even need it on. I just have to get the hell out the way. Drill do the work. Push on a little bit. Since I see the metal cable come out. So while our drill is charging, we also have an electric drill, but we're going to let that one charge up. That gives me an opportunity to put my channels on the back of this piece of wood with the router saw. Now,
I said to myself, I ain't been this excited for a movie since probably Endgame.
You see Michael Jackson?
Yeah, we probably gonna go to the drive-in because
Yeah, right now.
I'm excited. I'm
So, in case you want to know what calendar it is, Michael Jackson just came out, so Chris is going to see it tonight. Me and the wife, his mama, we're going to see it tomorrow. So
y'all going tomorrow?
We're going to go tomorrow, Sunday. Because your mama got to work today, so she off tomorrow. But she was saying that see how she feels, she might go tonight. I know she don't want to go no drive-in. But it looks like a 1.5 off this wall, 1.5 off the wall. Wish me luck. Close. But again, it's rough carpentry, framing. The idea is once we get this frame up, we can double the frame up, we can do whatever we want, but we know we have spots to put our paneling in. A perfect example is this wall does not have a window, so it doesn't have something else to screw into. At the same time, it'd probably be nice to put a 2x4 coming across here so that you have another piece of wood, or even here, so that you have another piece of wood to drill into. But anyway, with that being said, let's get ready to put the channel in. All right, come on. First lesson with the miter saw. So, router saw. Excuse me. So, you put your saw here like this, Chris, right? Put it up against that line. Turn it on. See how it's making that channel? See that? Oh, yeah. So that channel, now them screws that's poking through, it'll fit over that. So I'm gonna have you finish. I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna have you finish it. And you have to look down so you can try to follow us from behind. So you look here. Hold! Stop! Hey!
It's putting like a slit all the way down.
All the way down, all the way to the other end.
It's like it's gonna take about 3 hours, ain't it?
Hell no. That's a shot.
It's like it's going slow.
I'm going slow because I'm trying to make sure I get it right. Hold on, let me put my glasses on. The first thing is you should have eye protection. How you start it? Okay, so you start it here. You're looking down that line. You got your glasses on, so you're good. I'm gonna start it. Don't push it. Just stand up for a minute. Look over the top and slowly push. That's good. I can't see, so what you do? Let me get my glasses first. I have my glasses. Back on there a little bit. Back up. So now you see I had to kind of step to the side of it. So before you turn it on, get a good look at it. Right? And you get here, swear at it. Good look. The button way up here. Okay. What happens when you hit a knot, like a wood knot, it can kind of mess you up. And there's a tool that I don't have. If you had to put on the side of here, like a piece of wood, you could have went down and put out wood. And there, don't know if you see it, you get the nice channel for the screws to fit through. So there you go, you got the nice channel for the screws to fit through. Now we can go test it out. Is on the table now.
Discover new leads and trusted experts.
I can help you.
That's great. Solve problems with you.
The right team and the right tools, they can outdo anything that's holding their business back.
How would you with me?
Go ahead. Crank the volume. We got you. USPS has increased daily package processing capacity by 46% in the past 5 years. For peace of mind. USPS Ground Advantage. You said the Whopper is the best burger in America. But made right. So with your feedback, we perfected every bite. So that every Whopper is made your way. And never smashed. Because there's a new thing, and it's you.
How do you live?
Just curious if I put the channel right.
You think it's such simple?
Yeah, I do.
But should read. Yeah, that's good. Okay, we're gonna start with the hole right here first. Oh, we got to put nothing in there with that.
Well, he certainly has. Isaiah Stewart, Jamie Bickerstaff had a long talk about that call that was potentially flagrant before the half, and obviously we haven't seen Stewart already.
Safety first, put on some glasses.
Black the run out of the motor, read the board. We have 4 points, 5
Alright,
boards.
get that one. Stay there, there we get the video.
Orlando kind of being
Get that. Back it up a little bit. Go for it again. Perfecto. And you can put this one there. This one you gotta do this way because see that. Get that in. Step up, grab both hands. And squeeze. There you go. Keep going. Keep going. Now, unscrew it up.
Because he winded up and he kind of wasn't near the ball. That's a hard foul.
Yep.
But you're in the bonus. If you're not in the bonus, then you're fine.
What I'm trying to do is get a flash pop ice game with flash.
That's 8 seconds. Any sort of offensive rhythm in this situation.
Sitting on top of the boat.
1 minute to go in the third.
Let's take this out. Get those in there. Oh, the two these stick together. That one.
You don't have to get ready, but you stay ready.
Yeah, just Recharge again. Oh, we got the other two. Let's get the. Let's use the big dog. Put this on the charger and use the big dog. I eat too much with this one. All right, let's see what we got. I know we got this one go right through. And that's sir, how that's done. Easy peasy. And rivet. And again, if you didn't remember from the last episode, you just take this rivet gun, I guess you would call it, put your rivet on there, like that, get it started, stick it in the hole, it stays. Now that's a pretty awkward, tight spot, so that's going to be a little challenging, so we'll see how we get this rivet in here. There you go. So this one, you can close the gun a little bit more. There you go. So that should work just fine. Slowly squeeze it out. And what I didn't like about that is the potential to damage the threads. Alright? And you saw this moving from side to side, but it seems to be just fine. Thank goodness. Now, we're going to put one more in the middle. We got ours there. We don't have the one at the bottom over here. We're going to change that one up. One more in the middle. to hold it in there. Get me use a longer one to hold it in there for now. I think that was too long. It'll hold this in place for now. And that one's holding this in place. And that one. Now, come here, Chris. I think of that. We got this one down here yet. Because that is off. I think. Let's see what's going on. Yeah. I think this one's off. Yeah, that one's off. Oh, we can look at that. I think we can look at that. Oh, got no rivet in there. That's nothing to do.
Distance was down there 20. They just tied the game.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like 3 minutes left.
Take this completely off. So doing the framing on this is a learning curve. There's a bit of a learning curve, but we seem to be getting it. Once we get this up, we got to figure out the bottom. It looks like we're going to end up putting a 2x4 down there and a 2x4 at the top, from what I can tell. Don't quite know what I'm going to do up there yet, but we'll figure that out. One thing at a time. This is something that I hope.
I'll call you back in a minute.
Alright. Figure it out. That was Grandma?
Yeah.
She probably wanted to ask about Michael Jackson. I'm going to see, can I go and see Michael Jackson with you and your friend? So let's see if my battery's charged enough to get this in here. I need to get another battery, guys. I let one of my batteries get damaged, and now I'm stuck on one, so I need to order another battery. There should be always a battery charging while I'm working. But anyway. Beautiful. So that's where we want that. Now we drill our next hole through there. That should look halfway clean and decent. So, I'm going to drill a hole right here. Let's do it this way. instead of just putting the rivets in there because it might get crooked or something like that. There you go. Now let's screw it other way. And the lefty loosen, righty tight. Let them lay down. One looks like that hole is big as hell. Too big of a hole. And put the wood up and do the third one. Two types of screws that I can find. This one is a true flathead. That's the one I really want. These are semi-flat, but these are the only ones that were available at Home Depot or Lowe's. These don't come in 1.5. These only come in 2. So this is the preferable screw, but it only came in 2. Now maybe I can order them in 1.5, and that's something to think about. But right now I'm using the semi-flats. They work just great because when you screw them into the soft wood, they tend to go right in, or we can actually sink them. I bought some to sink the wood. But right now, when I screw those in, they actually go in and kind of level themselves off. So that's working out great. Let's finish screwing this one in. So need another shim. That 2x4 all the way back, so with some glue and touches the band, and then bring another piece of wood out. So what you see there at the top, you see the whole thing boxed off. With this method, we can easily put wood in between it for the panel. So with that, guys, I am calling it for this week. But as you can see you guys in episode 3.